All right, today's project is fixing my fence that's been up for about 20 plus years, 21, 22 years. And right now what I'm doing is replacing it. When I put this fence that I'm replacing, it was this type of fence right here that it comes in a 8-foot width by 6 feet high, pre-made, prefabricated, and you can get it at the mixed box store. But this time I'm customizing my fence. I'm in my neighbor's yard, and that is my yard over there. But I wanted to show you what I did. So I've replaced the post. All this wood is pressure treated. These long posts, they're 10 feet in length. They're 4x4s, pressure treated, and 2 feet with concrete buried into the ground. So that left me with approximately 8 feet or so outside. And then I put these cross boards. These are 2x4s. I had this 2x6, 16 feet length that I had from another project that I did, so I just used that at the bottom. But normally that one will also be a 2x4, just like these top ones. And when I started putting them in, since I have my preview fence here, I was just matching where the other one used to be. And then this one, this top one, is at the edge of where my fence ends, and you'll see why in a minute. And then from this top board to that one is a foot apart, and I'm using these panels, and I'm doing a design board on board. So I'm using these panels. These are 6 feet, so I'm doing 6 feet fence plus one at the top. And so it's a 6 feet fence plus one at the top. When I first started putting these on, I was just nailing them, but then I decided to come back and put some screws in there. That way it'll be extra secured to where the nails will not back out, and definitely it'll hold with the screws. So this is what my neighbor will be looking at. Of course, it's not a view from the street. His house backs up to this. I'm in the backyard. So if it was towards the street, I'd probably do the good side on this side. But it happened to that I'm gonna do the nice looking side towards my yard, and that's my yard out there. So I just wanted to share with you what I did here. Here, it's outside of my driveway, so definitely the fence is gonna be a lot smaller here. That's a 4 foot, so approximately 5 feet plus the one at the top, and that's what I'm currently doing now. So they're roughly, the 4x4, they're roughly 8 feet apart, give or take. This one I think is a little less. That one's exactly 8 feet, and this one's exactly 8 feet. This one's a little less. But yeah, you'll space them out 8 feet, the 4x4s, all the way across. And then I have partially finished here. This portion, as you can see, is a board on top of another board. And all the nailing is done from my side of the yard. And that's what I want to share with you also, how I'm doing that. And the spacing in between the boards, I'm trying to keep it consistent, just to use as much of board as I can. Some people just eyeball it. I'm going to keep it consistent. It's approximately 4 inches, and then you have like 3/4 of an inch overlap where you have enough to nail. So let's go into my yard, and you'll see what the view looks like. My neighbor will see these, but I don't see none of this once we're in my yard, my side of the fence. And this is what it looks like from my side. You see the board on board. Normally what you want to do is your first board, you're butted up to your post. When you put your post, you definitely want to have everything leveled up. That way, when you bring your posts and your boards in here, everything's pretty much level. So here I have it, the first line, and now start putting the board on top of the other board, and hopefully I'll get this section done because I have dogs and I need to get it done. So let me set the camera down here and you can watch the process. You may ask what I'm using. I'm using the Milwaukee 21 degree framing nail. Let me see if I can focus and find you the model or anything, but this is, you may want to look through there. It's a framing gun, 21 degrees, cordless, battery powered. The nails that I'm using to put on the boards are these right here. They're 2-inch ring shank nails, galvanized, and this is what they look like right there. So they got those little grooves that it helps from the nail pulling back out. And I want to show you, if you have two boards, since I'm doing them board on board, how much the nail will go through, penetrate to get into the 2x4, which is that much. You have probably, say, a good inch when you're going nail on nail, board on board. So I'll show you something. You don't have to do this, but just in my mind, it'll help you save on nails. And I'll demonstrate here where when I'm putting my first board, I'm only nailing it on one side. I'm not putting it, normally you would put a nail here also, but when you come with your board on top, which is this one, now you're nailing the side of the board where you did not nail. And of course here's going to be a double nail because this one would technically will be that nail, but you're saving on nails. Like I said, you could nail it if you want, or you could save on nails. I did the same thing here on this line where I did not nail this one because when I put the board on top of here, one nail will catch both boards. That's optional. It's up to you how you want to do it. How do I keep the boards straight so that all will be leveled at the bottom? What I did is on my 2x4, I measured 1 3/4, and that put me half. So I drew a line on my board on a 2x4, as you can see it here, all the way across. So that way when I'm nailing, I'm putting my board right on that line. And then I have a spacer that I butt up to here, which is a 4-inch spacer, and that way I keep my space consistently from the top all the way down to the bottom. And then here you may wonder what I'm putting here. I'm putting a kind of like a picket that will go from here to here, and that's 1 foot. That's why that spacing there's 1 foot. So it's 6 feet of privacy and then 1 foot of pickets. So like I said, these are the nails I'm using. Here are the boards, here's the gun. So let me set up the camera and you can see this process. In case you are building your own fence and you want a idea, or somebody's building it for you, you could ask them and see if you could build something like this. Once again, your 2x4s, your 4x4 posts, then your 2x4s on the other side, so that you get the pretty side of the fence and you don't see those cross boards like my neighbor will. So let me set you up. I'll be right back. All right, so it is a windy day, so hopefully it's not too much wind noise on the video, but let me show you what I'm doing. I'm just putting out my boards. Of course, the wind is knocking them down. Let me get my spacer. I did as a piece left over. Like I said, it's 4 inches wide, and that's the spacer I'm using. So my first board is going to butt up to my 2x4, and the top will line up with the top line that I created up here. this is where the spacer comes. Play. Watching the top of your board. Nail it. Just bring your spacer down to the bottom here. Should be nailing on that side. So that way when the other board comes to top, it'll catch this and this. So all my nails should be on that side instead of this side. So keep that in mind when you're putting these up. This side. It's windy, so it's knocking my camera down. Good thing it's an iPhone, did not break. Let me bring it down, the tripod. Give me a better view like this. All right. Once again, you want your spacer at the top. Get your line up there. Nail it. Get your spacer at the bottom. Butt it. It's on. So only get there. Right-handed. I'm thinking you could probably even save on nails by not putting these in until you put your top board, and because your top board will capture both boards. So I think that's what I'll do. And one thing to keep in mind, stay in the edge as far as you can on the board, so when your other one, your top board comes over, it'll help cover that one nail out. There's a quicker way to do this, but this is a job for myself, so I'm taking my time on doing this. No need to rush. Now I'm gonna come back and do the top board. And top board, first one, I guess you're gonna have to eyeball it to be sure. Right amount of lap. So eyeball it, bring it up to your line. For that, down here, or yeah, put a level on it. Right there. And now, see, now this captures the bottom board and nail it in. Now you go back to your 4-inch. Let me bring it closer so you can see. So you see now, don't worry about these nails. These will be covered because I'm gonna put another cover, either 1x3 or 2x4 there. I haven't made up my mind yet. But now you see, when you bring your top board, the top nail will shoot through both boards into your 2x4. And now what I'm doing here is the spacer 4 inches, and that leaves that much to nail on this side, and just about the same amount on the other side. So let me put you back over here. Let me give you a better view. Oh, that's good enough there. All right. I'm doing a spacer board. That's up the line at the top. Nail. Now this one's leveled, same amount of space. I get that there. Need more down. So these nails come like this. Slide it in the back. There you go. It's hard to work. When you're right-handed and you have to shoot with your left. So long. Oh, need more boards. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, thing. These nails, you run out pretty quickly. And the thing is, I think only allows for one row. They do sell an extension for this, but I haven't bought it. The other tricky there, but that's what it is. So you see, it doesn't take long to put up a panel. And this is truly privacy. There's no way they can see through, or I can see through the other side. Let me finish this one here. Set you guys right here. Take your time, get the boards nailed. Don't look at that. Show you guys something here. When you get to the end where it meets with the other 2x4, you will not be able to use your spacer, because then you're gonna have to cut the board that will go here. So hopefully the gap here is just covered up just like that. And then you nail it. Give me 1 second. And it'll cover up to your post there. nails. Show you what that's going to look like. So it just covers it. There is a small little gap there. I have to see what I do for that, but that's that. Let me start this side here. Trying to find the best location for you to be able to see. Hopefully that's a good area. Keep in mind your first board just butts up to there. Bring it up to your line up here. Just like that. And on this side, you want to nail that side. We'll see. I'm gonna nail just one nail. That side. Yep. Spacer. Spacer at the bottom. And I'm not going to do the middle because I'll get that when I put the top board. I got a lot of things on my way. I boot up to there. I gotta move those barrels full of water, or I'm just gonna do it outside the video. Let's see. I'll come with my top board, eyeball it. And now before nail the bottom one, I want to level it so that way right there. You can see when I do the middle, get both boards, the bottom as well. Now I'm back to using my spacer. So let me show you. Once you level it up and you use the spacer, I'm gonna just put it all the way to the ground. Here's my, sorry, I'm trying to do all this with one hand. It's butted up there, spacer. See how much you got to nail, and you could have an idea. I'm sorry for all the movement, but how much it overlaps. That's what I wanted to show you. It's butted up, spacer 4 inches, and you have that much overlap so that you can nail on. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Oops, sorry bees. I'll put this one last board up here. Same spacing at the bottom. And the one nail is so that you can move your board as you need. Then you butt it up to your spacer. And now you can finish off your nailing. That's why you're one nail at the top, so that you could be able to move your board. Alright, so hopefully that explains everything here. And that didn't take too long. As you can see, it's coming out nice. So here, like I said, is my view of the fence. So I don't see the cross 2x4s that go across. I see just a nice 6-foot panel all the way across. So I'm not gonna do that in camera or this section here. And there is a smaller section over there that I'll show you, because I'm gonna have to cut these boards to get that smaller section. But if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, I'm more than open to hear your comments. So leave them behind the bottom comment section. Hopefully this will give you an idea if you ever want to do a fence, a truly privacy fence, because it will, you can't see across. To the other side gives you a nice depth, board on board. All right, thank you for watching. And of course, I'm going to continue this video when I get to the second. Sorry for all the movement, but when I get up to that section, and of course when I stain it. All right. Okay, so this is the neighbor side, my neighbor's side of the fence. This is what he's going to be looking at. Still need to put the pickets at the top. That'll be the next video, the follow-up. But as you can see, it gives you a three-dimensional, or not a three-dimensional, I don't know what you call it, but a board on board. On this side, you also can't see where your 4x4s are at. These posts, they kind of blend in as well. But you would consider this being the ugly side of the fence, just because you're seeing these boards going across here, the top as well. But like I said, he has to live with that. I wanted it the nice side on my side. Still here, I need to cut the boards the length here, but I wanted to show you what it looks like on his side. Now if we walk over to my side of the fence, that's what it looks like from the view, from sideways. Let's go to my side of the fence. This is how it looks on this side, the nicer side. You got the whole 6 feet of board with no cross 2x2s. I'm sorry, 2x4. Your 4x4 post also blends in, so it kind of hides where your boards are at. And like I said, this is what they call board on board, and you create a 4-inch gap in each board, and it gives you totally privacy. Yes, that's my beehive. They were out a little bit earlier today, just a few of them. And well, this is how the board looks here. Now next thing I want to work on is either to cut the pickets to a foot, because like I said, from the top of the board, from here, top of the board to this line here, which is halfway of the 2x4, is exactly 1 foot. So you could either, well, you need something to nail on. So how much of a picket will you really see? Which is from the top of that to here, you're looking about 8.5 inches of picket view that you will see. But you need a foot because you need something to nail on. And also, when you buy them, they are 3 feet. So you could get 3 pickets out of 1 if you cut them a foot each. And that will give you about 1.5 to 2 inches here to nail on, and I'm gonna work on that once I get those boards cut up. But I wanted to give you a view of what it looks like from the nice side of the fence. And once you stain it, of course, it's gonna look a lot nicer. Even though this is pressure treated, it will last a long time, but giving it a good stain will extend that lifetime. So if you're customizing your own fence, you're doing your own work, or you have a crew coming, this is a good idea. Hopefully this inspire you to a design for your fence. All right, stay tuned. All right, so the next thing, like I said, I'm putting the 1 foot pickets at the top. Here they are. They come in a bundle of 18, and they're 36 inches wide. So out of 1 picket, if I'm making them a foot long, I can get 3 of them. 1 foot, 1 foot, and 1 foot. So I've got my miters all set up. So they're perfectly lined up, straight out of the bundle. I use my saw. My saw is kind of dull. Yeah, 1 foot pickets. And cut the second one. Yeah, I should have some more courses. But it is winter. Most of my stuff is put away. End up using all of them. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Guess let me set you guys up here. Well, let me demo what I'm doing here. The spacing is going to be the spacing of a 2x4. I do have some around there. Gotta find one. So, like I mentioned before, they're gonna butt up to here and come up there, and it'll be something like that. So let me find my 2x4 that I was gonna use for that. So the spacing for this picket is going to be the width of a 2x4. That's what I decided to use. I'm still using the same nail. I want to show you how much it penetrates. The nail head will go there, so you got about, I'll say, a good 3/4 of an inch that will go into the nail. The 2x4. So same gun. So I'm gonna start from there. You can leave a small gap as much as you want. Nice if you had somebody handling this to you. why they wear hard hats at the construction sites. Sometimes they will split on you. Over to the other side. Let's see what kind of view you guys have. Now those pickets at the top is more of a decorative touch, not necessarily. You could end your fence like that there, forget the top, but it gives it a nice look. Let me start in that section there. Still need some more over there to finish it off, but for the video's sake, let's start over here. Hope my bees don't mind. So now you know your 4x4 is leveled, so you just put up your 2x4 up next to it. Go from there. Now you can decide the width of this on your own. It doesn't have to be 2x4. Totally up to you. This is a good gun, but when you get old like me, this big battery, this big gun, yes, that's it. So let me take a break. I'll bring you guys back, and we'll continue from there. But as you can see, how it's coming out. Of course, we're not done, but there will be another board that goes across here to hide these nails. Give it a final look, finished look to it, but that's what it's turning out like. I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna continue on. I got a few more left before I can finish this panel here. So I'm giving you a different view. Hopefully the sun will allow you to see what I am doing. Side. Hopefully I won't block your view too much. Now when I put it here up against the fence, I do leave a little gap. I don't butt it all the way down to the panel itself. This one will be the last one here. Let's see what kind of view you got there. Oh, we're moving over here. Need more nails. me put pause because I need a hammer to nail that one in. That one didn't go all the way through. I'll be right back. Of course, I'm getting to where I can't reach anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give me something to step on. I got 4 more. And the last one that I have for right now. All right. Stop there because that's all the material I have. Go back to the store and get some more of those pickets. But just got that left, and with a small fence, it's going to be a smaller portion. But that's the look of it. So if I could focus out. There you go. All right, well, thank you for sticking by. I'll bring you back once I get more material. Oh, well, the next thing I'm gonna do, I got more boards. I gotta cut those boards. Let me show you because on this side, my fence is just going up that high. So this is the picket area. So I gotta cut those boards from there to the bottom. So that's what I'll do next. Alrighty, so this is the small section out on my driveway side where I need to cut the boards to go here, and I've decided to do it 3 feet exactly. The board itself is 6 feet, so I'm just going to cut it right straight in half so that way I could get 2 boards, and it's going to be about maybe I'll say 1 inch or 2 inches that'll come up above from that board, but I won't see it. My neighbor will see it, and well, I'll just see a straight out board there. So it's 3 feet. So I got that set up here in the saw. So let me take you in here, and we're gonna cut this. I already measured. I stacked a few of them, cutting now straight down the middle to 3 feet. And then I can use 1 board. Will give me two of them. sure how many boards that we need in that section, but the other reason why I decided to go with 3 feet is because I got all these boards I got to cut up, and I got this other project I'm doing here, which is a shed for firewood. And the same board, when I cut it at 3 feet, I'll be able to put them in here and finish this project as well. So all these boards, I'm going to cut 3 feet. But let me cut a few. I don't want to cut all of them because I do need longer ones for that back section of this project. So let me set you back down. You guys could enjoy watching me work. Take these out to the driveway. Be right back. Last board, I will mark 3 feet mark, 36 inches. Square it up. Only need to mark 1. Then I'm gonna make sure they're all lined up here at the edge. There. For a cut. More final check. All lined up. Cut. Take these to the driveway. So I think I have enough to do that project, to finish the fence over there. So we're gonna move on to that. More nails in here. Spacer. Power it on. And let's go over there. And yes, I will need my level. Let me come back and get that. Let me set you guys over here somewhere. Well, you guys might have a good look, a good view on top of my son's car. Hopefully the wind will not knock you guys over. But let me go get my level. Down, so I guess it is all the way down. All right, so I'm gonna start making sure I am level there. I am. So that's all I need to know there. I have the same line where my board would end. So all I gotta do is keep my board up in line and then keep it the 4 inches gap. So we're there. That one butts up all the way. Line it up. Get your spacer. one nail so that you'll be able to move it here. Hands. We'll see where. Might have to cut one there. We'll see. All right, now we go back. Start from over here. Now eyeball it to have the same amount, and then bring it up to the line. We're trying to make sure spacing one now, so that we level it. And then you can finish it off. Good one. Pull that nail out. Spacer up to your line. Oh, it's supposed to be one now. You see why you don't? Okay, I'm able to move it. Remember, it's one nail. So that you'll be able to move it bottom. Put it all the way. You have to be precise on the gap. All right, that completes that section there. I don't have any more pickets, so I gotta run to the store and get that. But let me show you what I was telling you in the back. I needed it a little longer. I needed it a little longer than 3 feet because, as you can see, it sits a little higher. But I don't look at it from this side. I look at it from the other side. And the other side, as you can see, my driveway curve hides it. Oh. All right, well, thank you for watching. It's taking along. The video is quite long, but I gotta run to the store, get some more pickets. Thank you. And sorry for all this movement, but it's hard to work with one hand and try to take a video. Hope you like it. Okay, we're here. It's finally completed. The fence is done. This is what it looks like from my side, the nice side. I don't have that cross boards here. Finally put up the pickets, the little decor here, and this is the 1x4. Yes, 1x4 that covers on my side. So that's what it is. Here's, you could look at what it is from the top. So that's what will be showing up there. There's nothing there. Now on this one, I'm considering probably putting a one above here so it'll cover this gap here so that it doesn't look, but really doesn't bother me. These little caps they sell at the big box store, I really don't like them. I might just stick a little nail here and there because they just sit on top of the posts. It's been here, so the wind hasn't knocked it down, so just extra security, I'll probably put a little brat nail there on the edges. But this is what it looks like. Let me bring you on the other side where it's taller. This is what it looks like from here to up there. Is the width, the height of the board, which is 6 feet. These boards are 6 feet. There from there, I gave it 1 foot, and there it is with the 1x4s already done. So this is what it looks like from my side of the yard. And the width, the height of the post here that I gave it from this top rail to here is the width of a 2x4 laying flat. You can make that as high as or low as you want. I think that's a decent size there. Yep, so thank you for watching. Any questions, anything that maybe I could improve, or suggestions, whatever you want to call them, let me know. Next video I'll do about this fence, it'll probably be when it's time to stain it. It's a little too cold right now to do it. So thank you for watching, and build something.